Hello, Hoops fans. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny, the Jet, the champion, Smith, and Shaquille, the Diesel, the champion several times, O'Neal. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson.
Basketball at Oracle Arena, the home of the Warriors in Oakland, California, live on 2K Sports. Thanks for tuning in, everyone, to this broadcast of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. The Warriors to start out. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Chandler in at the 3 spot. Brent, you don't think of the Nuggets as being a especially good outside shooting team.
Well, I think for them, Kevin, a lot of the guys who they are hoping can shoot the ball develop into more consistent shooters. Jamal Murray is talked about with the Denver Nuggets as having one of the more sweeter shooting strokes, and Gary Harris continues to work on it. So making a conscious effort to improve not just the shots and the makes, but maybe the shot selection of this young ball club.
And it's the Warriors' ball. Picked by Pachulia. The shot by Curry, no good.
Like the tactics on defense there, refusing to give the shooter the easy layup at the rim.
Harris missing again. Outside Curry. Whistle on the play, bucket's good, he'll go to the line.
How about that finish by Steph there? He's just a master at altering his shot after he hears the whistle and gets the contact and finishes. Last season, Steph Curry got off to a slow start, and I guarantee you a lot of players would have loved his slow start, but eventually got it going. When Kevin Durant went down, Steph Curry stepped up, and a lot of that MVP swagger returned for the Golden State Warriors.
What's up?
Brent thinking of Curry and how much better he was as the season went on. A lot of that had to do with him feeling more comfortable, it seemed, with Kevin Durant.
So much talk, Kevin, about the Christmas Day game and Kevin Durant stepping over to Steph Curry and telling him, look, be you, be aggressive. And from that point forward last year, it felt like the Warriors just took off and Steph Curry resumed that MVP caliber play.
And he gets it back. Wide open look here for Murray. Offline with his three.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Outside Durant. The feed now to Thompson. Off target from three-point range. Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Chandler kicks to Murray. Pass to Jokic. Chandler outside. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Chandler's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, that's a healthy make there after missing their first 4 shots. 1 of 5, not what they wanted, but they're on the board.
There's the pass to Durant. Connects from three-point range.
One of the great three-point shooters of our generation. It's practically a layup for Durant at this stage.
Millsap sets the pick for Murray. Pass to Jokic. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
This is the kind of guy that you wake up in a cold sweat the night before you play him. Just a matchup nightmare. Tricky, confident, and he takes on all comers.
Out to the right wing. Pachulia kicks to Curry. And a miss there on the triple. For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Thompson against Harris. Second chance shot, and he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Well, that bucket from Harris was all about perseverance. He takes his time and uses what he has of those muscles and puts it on the defense.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Gary Harris is the type of player that a lot of people feel very confident is just going to keep getting better and better. Has a good knack for scoring the ball. Such a great off-ball cutter. Great chemistry right now with Jokic between the 2 of them. And as he grows older, he'll continue to build upon his offense. Potential to be a very good two-way player.
Now Harris, after the missed 3 from Klay Thompson. Out to Harris. Harris missing again.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the paint. Millsap misses.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
And that one's good, Jokic.
Growing confidence for Jokic around the rim. Feels like no defender can stop him in the paint.
Right side, Durant. Green, the pass to Pachulia. Green kicks to Durant. Back to Green. Durant dishes to Thompson. That one, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Thompson comes with the double team. Here's Chandler. He can't get it to go. Great D that time from Durant. Curry kicks to Green. Ring shot on the way. And another basket for Golden State.
Yeah, I'd feel good with Steph Curry running the show if I was a coach. He passes like that, and it tells you just how unselfish his play can be.
Curry with the steal. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Up the floor. And there's Chandler. That's good on the assist by Murray. Chandler's got 5.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose. And I love the energy on this play.
And they take the lead. And it's 6 points for Steph Curry.
If you get Steph Curry in catch-and-shoot opportunities, you just have the feeling he's not going to miss.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Murray for 3. Draymond Green with the rebound.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
That's where I like the shot selection. The defense cannot afford to give up wide open shots. They dodged a bullet there.
Chandler, no good. The Warriors leading. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. And that one's good. Durant.
Love it when Klay Thompson has his head up, always looking to feed the cutter. This time his teammate wide open.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Harris against Thompson. Jokic a screen. Harris kicks to Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And that's where Murray's speed shines through. He gives the D no time to react off that pass.
Back to Green. He kicks it to Durant. Green with a screen on Chandler. Durant for three. Paul Millsap with the rebound. Nugget shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. It's stolen by Curry. And Curry with the stuff.
Oh, man, that's a rarity. Steph going in and throwing it down. You know the bench is loving that.
Harris outside. Pachulia against Jokic. Feeds it to Murray. And again, Denver with the triple.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Green, the screen, and Curry, here we go. Green, the pass to Curry. Here's Durant, and there the Warriors now with another bucket. We see it so often. A player will languish in one system, then flourish in another. Brent, during your 14-year career, which coach's system fit you the best?
Well, I think my years in Seattle, we opened up the offense a little bit. I had the opportunity to play more of a point off guard. But I also enjoyed the structure of what Greg Popovich's system in San Antonio offered up as well. It's always interesting, Kevin, with players who are languishing on benches for other ball clubs, how general managers start to assess whether that guy can be part of something great if they were to bring him in. I had the opportunity to play for a lot of great coaches and thought that I mixed up my game enough to make it a long career.
Here's Millsap. The Warriors making the shot. Shot on the wing. It's rebounded by Golden State. Green's got his third rebound on the night. He dialed that one up from long distance. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Over Green. The Nuggets with another miss.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Kicks it to Millsap. Now Murray. He has 6. Over in the corner, Chandler. Good on the three-point shot. Chandler's got 8 points.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Green, the screen. Curry kicks to Green. Back to Curry. Out to Thompson. It's tipped. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. West is checked in for Pachulia. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. McCaw, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry.
And he's shooting the ball very well, in addition to creating for both himself and his teammates out there on a roll. How about last year, Draymond Green pulled off one of the more improbable and impossible statistical games. He had a triple-double with points not even being involved. First ever in the NBA. 4 points, 12 boards, 10 assists, and 10 steals. Wow.
One shot. You You know, Brent, thinking back to Draymond's triple-double, he also had 5 blocks in that game. He was 6 points away, in fact, from getting a quadruple-double, and 5 from getting a quadruple-double without points.
As unreal stat line, and probably a lot of people who still get newspapers, Kevin, looked at those numbers and thought, wow, the printing machine must be broken. That game was on another level. And to just have 4 points in that contest shows you that Draymond Green puts the emphasis on all the other things that he does so well.
That free throw good from Fareed. Warriors leading by 4. Over in the corner, Livingston. A three-pointer, no good. Denver's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Martin passes it to Fareed. Makes it off the glass. Fareed's got his second bucket of the night.
And really, Fareed is just very comfortable from there. He waits for the right opportunity and then seizes the moment.
Livingston passes to Green. Golden State moving it around. And the Warriors miss again. The Nuggets shooting 43% since taking the floor today. Barton kicks to Chandler. Screen by Fareed. And Chandler, here we go. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And now in transition, here we go. Iguodala. Here's Green. Barton with some nice D.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one. And the defense is too.
Chandler outside. Back to Barton. A fader. Here's Fareed. Hernangomez passes to Fareed. And it's sent back by West. The shot's good from Fareed.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Iguodala kicks it to West. Dishes it to Livingston. And he can't stop the run as he misses. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
But let's see how they play the clock.
Ball's knocked loose. Iguodala with the steal. Goes up. And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
Iguodala out on the lane, running well. That's something he can do.
30 seconds left in the first. Nelson outside. Fareed against West. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Fareed a screen on West. Jumper off the screen. That's short off the rim. Now here's Livingston over Nelson. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And they make sure to get the last shot of the quarter there. Nicely done.
And good awareness there to beat the clock. Now they have a break in the action to discuss some other things.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Golden State Warriors. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be right back after this. And work ethic, a big part of Steph Curry's success, as he was not a highly regarded 5-star recruit coming out of high school.
There's obviously ways that you can get better as a player from year to year and find different ways to show, what you're capable of. And that's kind of how, my story unfolded from high school to now, is just adding a little bit of piece here, a piece there every single year.
And he's certainly become not only a complete player, but the kind of true star guys that every team is looking to build around.
When he was drafted, Steph was viewed by most scouts as a great shooter. Not a centerpiece, but boy, were they wrong.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Aggressive defense in that first period. They forced several miscues.
You just start to wonder, how did we get to this score at the end of 1? I think those steals really established momentum in their favor.
Young is up there with Iguodala. And there's Livingston. Then there's West. And it's McCaw in at the 2 spot. That's the Warriors' 5. And Young comes over to help. Gomez kicks to Nelson, and the rejection by Iguodala.
Iguodala demonstrating his defensive prowess yet again. Superb reach on that block.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Now, here's Livingston following the missed shot by Will Barton. And here's Young from the arc. And it's good assisting on the play with Livingston. Young's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Just watch the way the Warriors run their offense, and you have to think about the way that Steve Kerr had set things up. So many options and cuts on every play, using the three-point line to spread out the defense and find angles and niches to attack. Rarely relies on the ever-present NBA isolation plays.
And again, Denver no good. Warriors leading by 7. In the corner, Iguodala with it. McCaw, the pass to West. Here's McCaw. Martin defending from the arc. And another 3 for Golden State. And with the fluid offense that Kerr has the Warriors running right now, Brent, it's as effective as it gets and has been for his whole tenure. The passing is just superb.
Well, it's an unreal offensive system with unreal shooters, Kevin. And so, guys understand that if we keep moving around and we keep moving the ball, everybody's going to have a shot to make a shot and to make the kind of contributions to the team offensively that they're used to. The fantastic part about what Steve's done, though, is the accountability on the defensive end, as Golden State is one of the primetime defenses every year.
And Denver decides to take their first time out here.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Well, no matter how hard it's been, you want to stay positive, stay focused, and maybe a couple shots will get you right back in it.
Changes here for the Warriors. JaVale McGee comes in for West, and it's Kevin Durant in for Andre Iguodala. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. The dish to Fareed, 5 to shoot. Nelson from outside sinks the triple. Nelson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
And that's the shot Nelson's always relied on, and it served him well. He works nonstop on the perimeter, finding the space he needs to get good looks from beyond.
Now here's Livingston, passes to McCaw. He dishes it to Young. And another 3 for Golden State.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Barton outside. Lots of room. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Denver, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Nelson kicks to Plumlee. There's a screen. He feeds it to Fareed. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And Kenneth Fareed, the Manimal, once a force at the power forward position, but now seems to be more comfortable coming in as a role player, giving his energy to the basketball game, and see his production decline steadily since his 3rd year in the league, but still a positive for a team just in lesser doses with a lesser role.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. For Faried, there's the possibility that the style he played is something that the league moved away from. That there isn't a high demand for undersized power forwards who can't shoot.
Well, the idea is that Faried might not just be bulky enough to do what it is that a lot of teams have in terms of a guy setting screens and then around the rim to carve out space. The Manimal really doesn't do that, and if he works on his shooting range and shows that he's a threat, Kevin, that's going to help out his chances.
David West, he's checked in for Durant. Iguodala comes in for Young. And it's Klay Thompson in for Patrick McCall. Paul Millsap's checked in for the Nuggets. That free throw, no good. And the Warriors do a lot of things at a high level, but perhaps the most pleasing to the eye is their ball movement, Brent. The entire roster is unselfish, and they love to make that extra pass.
Well, you think about how much they are divergent from what the NBA has always been known for. Pick and roll basketball, isolation plays, driving to the basket. They actually are dead last in a lot of those categories and end up moving the ball, moving themselves, and finding tremendous shots for each and every individual that's on the floor. Think about last year alone, Kevin, averaging 30 assists a game. That's some beautiful basketball.
Goes up off the pick, and he comes off the screen and slams it through.
Well, 6'7", Sean Livingston still can get up there and rock the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Barton kicks to Nelson. The feed to Faried. Pass to Millsap. Goes up on the block, and he can't bank that one in. Warriors have gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. And that one drops.
Great vision from Sean Livingston, scanning the floor and finding the man.
Denver's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Millsap dishes to Faried. Iguodala against Millsap. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. So it's Denver now. It's a 16-point game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got 9.
Well, if Murray can do that and become a threat from the three-point line, look out.
McGee a screen. Livingston passes to Thompson. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets trail by 16. In the corner, it's Nelson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the paint. And stolen by Barton. All by himself. And Barton throws it down.
Boy, his game is all about speed. He gets out quickly on the break there and finishes that too.
Warriors leading by 14. Here's Iguodala, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I also like the adjustments that they've made. Each time they're defended a little bit differently, they seem to have the answer for it.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
A lot of people pointing towards the Nuggets and thinking about it's not the offense where they need to improve. If they're going to get the best out of their young talent, it's defensively and their commitment to that end of the floor.
Change here. Curry's checked in. Jokic has checked in for Denver. Gary Harris comes in for Nelson. The Nuggets trail by 16. And Brent, last year the Nuggets had one of the worst defenses in the NBA.
Well, when you watch the way they play, Kevin, the problems exist because there's just not a ton of experience out there. Not a lot of rim protection or activity on the inside. So as good as they were offensively last year, you know that their coaching staff in training camp was talking about a defensive mindset to keep them more competitive throughout the season.
Now Harris following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Jokic with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. Barton wide open, he fires. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got his third assist on the night. Warriors leading by 13. Outside Curry. Iguodala outside. The three-pointer no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here's Murray. He's covered by Thompson. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
The Nuggets shooting their fifth free throw of the game here.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Barton. Hey, Brent, what's more important, offense or defense? Some guys are great at both. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, tough to knock Klay Thompson with that wide base off balance. Even when he gets hit, he maintained control on that play.
One thing with Klay Thompson, Brent, when he gets it going, he recognizes it and looks to take over games. You saw it when he led that huge comeback for the Warriors in the 2016 playoffs against the Thunder, and you saw it when he went for 37 points in a quarter.
There are just a few players in the league that can do some of the things, especially when they're hot, like Klay Thompson does. I even think back to last year during the finals, Klay Thompson struggling offensively, and then all of a sudden coming up with a huge first quarter where he scored 16 points against the Cavs to help get the Warriors going.
Well, you just watch the way that Klay Thompson shoots, and you're surprised when the ball doesn't go in.
I mean, one thing with Klay, too, in his shot, he believes it's always going to go in. More importantly, so does his teammates. And he's got that shooter's mentality where he just will continue to trust in his mechanics. And I don't think he gets enough credit for just how hard he works to maintain that shot.
Now here's Thompson following the miss by Paul Millsap. Curry, good.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Murray kicks to Chandler. Iguodala with the steal. Curry attacking, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Harris inside, guarded by Curry. And here's Chandler from the arc. Rebounded by McGee. McGee's got his third rebound on the night. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. McGee's got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
What a year for JaVale McGee to re-find his form and some confidence as an NBA player. Signed with the Warriors, played his way into their rotation, and after being on the verge of possibly being out of the NBA, he was a huge piece of a championship caliber team.
Draymond Green's checked in for the Warriors. Kevin Durant comes in for Andre Iguodala. And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 17. And for McGee, a lot of it was just finding the right situation.
Well, to me, for McGee, it wasn't so much about the fit and the style of play. It was about the character around him. And I think that Steve Kerr and collectively the roster just wanted to empower JaVale McGee to go out and be effective on the floor. A tremendous comeback year for that young player.
Now, here's Millsap following the shot by Kevin Durant. West against Millsap. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Will it go? Off the left rim and out.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities. And the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
Bangs home the trifecta. 14 points for Steph Curry.
Just effortless shot making from Steph Curry. Long range, difficult shots. They look so easy.
Murray kicks to Harris. Jokic a screen. Harris against Green. Over to the left wing. And another miss by Denver.
Yeah, it just seems whatever they do, nothing's working right now to stop the bleeding.
I still think there's a chance you string a couple of big plays together and the tide can turn very quickly.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Murray. He's got 12. Harris with it. Picked up by Thompson. Stolen by Thompson. Durant the pass to Curry. Thompson for the triple. Denver grabs the miss. Chandler's got 3 rebounds now in this one. To the left wing. Murray for 3. Buries it from 3-point range. Murray's got 15 points.
Murray right now just on a roll, scoring at will on the offensive end.
Green the screen. Outside Curry. From past the arc. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Here's Jokic. Draymond Green grabs the miss.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
For 3, Durant. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Murray kicks to Jokic. Green against Harris. They double him with Green. Harris dishes to Millsap. That one, no good. Great D that time from Green.
And still, he's scoreless. Boy, they could use just a little bit of help from him.
On its way from Curry for 2. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Chandler. Got the shot! He
just
got it!
No better feeling to be able to deliver in a moment like that.
Yeah.
Those stick with you for the rest of your life.
Absolutely.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
He's excited.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors taking a 19-point lead into the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Draymond, a strong first half offensively for the team. What are you doing right?
I mean, we're just letting them show us what's open. You know, you got to just make sure we stay patient on the offensive end and let them tell us what play to make, where the open man is. We've been doing a great job of that. We've got to keep it up in the second half.
Yeah, the defense leads you to the open man. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports
Welcome, everybody.
Show.
So far, a pretty one-sided first half. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. What a start it was for Stephen Curry. He ended up with 17 points, 4 assists, and 2 steals. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
The thing I've noticed more than anything is how well they spread the floor at the offensive end. Their spacing has been fantastic, and the end result has been a lot of good looks from three-point land. And now they've established themselves from long range, and the defense has to adapt. They're in really solid position right now.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they struggled in a number of areas. Protecting the rim is really at the top of the list. They haven't made that a priority. They haven't put forth a whole lot of effort. You got to protect the rim.
And that is just about going to wrap it up as the second half is moments away. Down to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the crew.
We welcome you back to the beautiful Bay Area with the lights of Oakland illuminating the evening. Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Yeah, you know, you don't think of him as a big-time playmaker, but over the first two quarters...
The Nuggets trailed by 19. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Murray and Harris in the backcourt. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. And it's Chandler in at the small forward position. And Mike Malone, who is known for his defense, dealing with the team, Brent, that really lacks a defensive bite at times. It's something that he's trying to change in terms of culture.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. It's a bit of a nibble right now in Denver. But you look at Mike Malone's past and all the other stops where his defensive teams have improved throughout the year. So it's a bumpy ride with Denver. A lot of young players who he has to make sure realize the importance of the defensive end of the floor.
Jokic, no good.
In a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Thompson with the bucket.
Coaching staff loves it when Klay Thompson mixes it up, that time on the drive.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Murray kicks to Harris. Fires for three. Draymond Green pulls it in. Green's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Durant in the corner. Back to Thompson. And the Warriors get it back. Fires for three. And it's Durant. That time on the assist by Pachulia. And that's now 20 points for Kevin Durant.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
At the elbow, Jokic hits the target from 18 feet.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Thompson for three. And it's Thompson again missing.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
Jokic nails the baby hook. Jokic has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, the first half was really tough, but he's really rounded a corner here and been fantastic shooting the ball here in the second half.
Durant, the pass to Green. That three off the mark. The Nuggets trail by 20. Here's Murray. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from Pachulia. The drive by Thompson, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Murray with it, guarded now by Durant. Chalk up 2 there. 17 points in the game.
Well, some good interior crucial points here as Murray's staying active in the paint.
Curry dishes to Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
For a long time, a lot of people would come up to me, including my dad, and tell me he was the face of the Warriors franchise. But after what Steph Curry has done, he has to be the face at this point. So many accolades and leading the team now to 2 titles in 3 years.
You know, Brent, Curry, arguably one of the best players in the NBA, as you were talking about moments ago. Certainly one of the best ever to play for the Warriors.
Well, there's no doubt that he's one of the greatest shooters, if not the greatest shooter of all time. And you think about how it is that Curry started his career, the ankle problems at Golden State, allowing him to sign the contract, really undervalued at the time. And all of a sudden, Steph Curry, one of the players who's a face not only of the Warriors, but of the league itself.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. And it's Iguodala in for Green.
a slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up. And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harris misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Curry, good.
Yeah, pretty sure Steph Curry is the last guy that you'll want to see get hot. Only takes a couple of shots for him to find his rhythm.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And that one's good. Millsap. Warriors leading by 21. There's a screen. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Outside for Durant. Over Millsap. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Defense has to feel fortunate. Somehow he missed that opportunity, and still there's no reason for them to give up that kind of open shot. The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the three-point line or you risk getting burned.
Jacks up a three. Durant with another miss.
You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
And that's what you want in transition, a high percentage opportunity.
The story is true, and here the defense does a very poor job of matching up.
Curry passes to McGee. Iguodala kicks to Thompson. That one falls, coming off Iguodala's feet. And that's 17 points for Klay Thompson. The Nuggets trail by 18. The pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. And Denver again with the bucket.
Jokic always with the heads-up display there, looking attentive and a fantastic job of finding the open man.
Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on Jokic. The Warriors have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Two shots. Relax on the floor.
That's good from Stephen Curry. The pick and roll takes great timing for both players and a feel for the game and what the defense is going to show. Brent, in your opinion, which tandems are the best at running it?
Well, I think Russell Westbrook and Steven Adams have really done a great job of establishing a great chemistry in the pick and roll. And it's interesting, Kevin, because as centers and point guards play together, the more games that they have, the more used to one another they are in terms of sometimes setting good hard screens and sometimes not really setting a screen at all, setting up the slip and creating opportunities that way. Russell Westbrook, Steven Adams, Chris Paul, insert player here. Pretty good combinations.
Yeah, I like that. Barton kicks to Millsap. Over Thompson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league, and the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land him.
Two shots.
Free throw drop for Millsap. And for the Nuggets, Millsap, Greg, seems to be what they want in the 4.
You know, he pairs well with Jokic and others on this team, gives them some shooting and rebounding, plus his overall versatility is what separates him. The Nuggets seem to jump out of nowhere to sign him, but when you look at things, it really does make sense.
Here's Barton. It's not going to go for him. And Golden State will come the other way. Pass to Livingston. Back to Iguodala. The 3. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Livingston's got his 4th assist in this one. It's stolen by Livingston. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Ooh, that play was nasty. Durant showing how aggressive he can really be.
And the replay presented by Under Armour. Unleash chaos, giving us the chance to enjoy that alley-oop all over again. Barton outside to the middle. Here's Plumlee. And Durant sends it back.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The Warriors shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. No good on the free throw. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. And he's good on the second.
And for the last few seasons, we've seen where Andre Iguodala's role on offense has diminished. You know, he still contributes, but tends to defer a bit more there. And one thing you can say, though, defensively, still at an elite level in terms of his versatility.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Here is Durant. He's got 22 and a miss there off the inbound. Perhaps, Greg, the biggest asset Iguodala brings to a team is his ability to defend.
I mean, he just has great timing for when to go for the steal. I mean, he can still move his feet well and can guard anybody, but the versatility to guard point guards to power forwards is something that makes him special.
The Nuggets trail by 18. Millsap in the corner. The basket good off the assist from Nelson. And that's 11 points for Millsap.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
Livingston with it. He has 6. Back to Iguodala. Millsap with the steal. To the inside. Here's Fareed. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Warriors leading by 15. Durant, no good.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Nelson kicks to Millsap. To the paint. Here's Barton. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. Barton's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Smart play there from Barton to establish himself on the inside to convert.
McCaw, the pass to Iguodala. Livingston kicks to Young. And here's Livingston. Golden State moving it around. Iguodala, no good. Nelson outside. Shoots over Livingston. Another shot. Fareed, no good.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
Here's Durant, and then Durant with the dunk.
Crazy long strides there from KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
The Nuggets trail by 16. Outside Millsap. At the top of the key, Hernangomez. Fareed. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the Warriors dominant last season again, not only because, Greg, of their offense, but because of their defense. One of the best in the NBA, and they're just so active on that end of the floor.
No doubt about it. And you know what? Credit their personnel, because it allows them so much more flexibility defensively. And even when they go small, they have excellent rim protection. They're a physical bunch. I just don't think they get enough credit for their rebounding. One of the better teams in our league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. JaVale McGee comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's West in for Young. Here's Nelson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Andre Iguodala.
Jameer Nelson, at this moment, epitomizes the idea of having a veteran point guard on your roster. Been in the NBA since he was 22, back in 2004. And he always has played big minutes for whatever team that he gets on. So works his way into the coach's favor.
Iguodala dishes to West. Back to Iguodala. Over in the corner, Livingston. 6 on the shot clock. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Livingston. 13 points for Iguodala. And Nelson in his prime, Brent, you may recall a player who would score in the teens and run the offense for you. Very smart player coming out of St. Joe's.
Well, the idea for this young ball club to have a veteran like Jameer Nelson who's accepted his role and what it is that he knows he's capable of doing night after night, that's got to be paying some dividends for this coaching staff to have that kind of approach from a guy like Jameer.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. First free throw is good. Both free throws good for Nelson.
Go back over the history of the Warriors, and something I'm quite familiar with growing up in the Bay Area. The fans of this team really suffered through a lot, now enjoying the golden age of Golden State Warrior basketball.
Livingston, no luck.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Warriors leading by 16. McCaw, the pass to West. And McGee kicks to Iguodala. Now here's Livingston. D right on him. Iguodala, no good. And the Warriors, as we all know, were a slumping franchise from the late 70s up until this current run. Only 6 playoff appearances from 1978 to 2012.
Yeah, you don't need to tell me that, Kevin, because I was going to the games growing up as a kid in the Bay Area. But amazing to see that this franchise has found some success and that they found it in Oakland for the fans who have starved for this kind of play for so long. 40 years between championships, and now the golden era for the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Here's Fareed. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
For the Nuggets, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Millsap. Harris comes in for Barton. And it's Jamal Murray in for Nelson. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And it's good, assisting on the play with Livingston. Livingston's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Murray. He's covered by Livingston. Murray dishes to Harris. Screen by Fareed. Here's Chandler. Off target.
Iguodala getting his hands up and extending the arms to challenge the shooter.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 17. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Oracle Arena in Oakland, California. And a moment ago, inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Right now is when we go, good shot, great shot, right? Right now is when we talk on every screen down here and switch and ice and all the stuff.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. The sharpshooters, Curry and Thompson, are at the 1 and the 2. Iguodala is at the 3, with Green playing the 4. And it's Pachulia in at the 5. That's the Warriors' 5. Iguodala with the steal. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Nice dedicated drive there from Clay. He committed to it, got all the way in there for contact. Well, a great battle last year as the season finished off between the Nuggets and Blazers to make the playoffs. Denver did not. So they made some trades, tried to make a push. This year they've got to make some improvements and maybe find themselves in one of those top 8 slots to play in the postseason.
Jokic kicks to Harris. Murray with it. Now Green defending. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And that one's on target from the wing.
Jokic, you can rely on him to get you some points in that range.
And Brent, for the Nuggets, you get the feeling of excitement for this franchise.
Well, you feel like this team's not just going to make the playoffs once, but could have a very effective long run in the Western Conference. And they're going to be playing a style that a lot of their fans and certainly fans around the league are going to appreciate. Off-ball movement and passing. You know, there's a team in Golden State that seemed to do that with great effectiveness.
Harris kicks to Jokic. Just 3 to shoot. No one covering.
He's been incredible in this half. Anytime he pulls up from outside, you think that's bottoms.
Chandler against Iguodala. It's Curry outside. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Murray dishes to Harris. Three-pointer. Murray, no good.
He was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
The Nuggets trail by 20. And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Jokic a screen. Chandler the pass to Jokic. He kicks to Murray. Fires the 3. And it's Iguodala with the rebound. Iguodala's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Releases. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot. That's a wide open shot. Sadly, he came up short.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And he's been hitting from out there. Defensively, you're going to have to change some things up.
The classic catch-22 guy right here. If you key in on him, you're going to open up other opportunities for his teammates to have good looks.
Chandler against Green. With the teardrop. Steph Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 23. In the corner, Iguodala with it. And it's Iguodala again missing. Denver's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Chandler. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got his 6th rebound on the night. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's off from 3-point range.
And still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning. They'd like to get him going.
Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And again, Denver no good. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession.
Yeah, this is where you have to sharpen up your passing. That's a careless turnover.
Here's Murray. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The shot's good from Nikola Jokic.
That was all about the unselfishness on display there from Harris. Great job, him passing the ball.
Green kicks to Curry. Golden State moving it around. Iguodala wide open. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 6 assists here tonight. Nuggets have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Jokic passes to Harris. Iguodala against Chandler. To the left wing. Murray for 3. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 7 rebounds in the game.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
But I love when guys still use fundamentals to box out and rebound. He cleared his man out effectively on the box and then stepped towards the ball to grab it.
Chandler kicks to Jokic. Here's Murray on the money from 12 feet away. Murray's got 21.
Can't let Murray get comfortable with that shot. His stroke is just as pure as it gets.
Curry kicks to Green, feeds it to Thompson. In the corner, Iguodala with it. Thompson against Harris. Takes a three, and Thompson is good for three. He's got 22.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Murray the pass to Jokic. Jokic a screen. Chandler dishes to Harris. They grab their own miss.
And that's a rare sight. Usually shooters make the defense pay when they're that lackadaisical.
And Thompson throws it down.
This is when the Warriors will look to feed Clay every time down. Awesome when he gets going like this.
And the Warriors with some changes. Caspi, he's checked in for Green. And Nick Young is subbed in for Andre Iguodala.
Some great defenses can be built on these two R's, reacting and recovering. And you can see that the Warriors are one of the top teams in doing just that. Great help defense, great rotation, and communication. Big reason why they had the lowest opponent field goal percentage against last season.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Here is Livingston. It's Young on the wing. No good, shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And for the Warriors, a lot of talk before last season was centered around how they would protect the rim with changes at the center spot. Turns out they would be just fine.
Well, they already had that guy, Draymond Green, who's a heck of a defensive player, and he won the Defensive Player of the Year award. But there was Kevin Durant and how he was going to fit in. I think the one thing I appreciate most is that for a great player like Durant, who'd won an MVP, had been in the finals, is a perennial scoring leader in the league, that he went about his business accepting the responsibility of what he needed to do defensively for the Warriors to maintain championship caliber play. It was a remarkable year for him on that end of the floor.
Will Barton, known as the People's Champ, is a fantastic scorer on the wing. Fearless with the shots he takes, Brent, and very aggressive when he gets the ball in his hands.
Well, that's what you love most about Will Barton, is his ability to attack a defender off the wing and play with speed and reckless abandon. It's him trying to find a more complete game, and also maybe Kevin trying to find a little bit more control around what he does offensively.
Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Here is Livingston. Shot off the screen. The kick out to Young. It's Young on the wing. Good on the three-point shot.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Denver shooting around 40% from the floor here. Moutier kicks to Plumlee. Martin left side from the arc. Warriors with the rebound. But Julia's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Here's Livingston. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, I like the shot selection. I don't like the shot result. Won't happen much.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And the three ball is good.
The perimeter shot is certainly a work in progress for Moutier, but that one, not a problem.
Picked by Pachulia. Caspi for three. The kick out to Young. Buries the long-range jumper. Young's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he now has 4 3-pointers this game, guys. 2 in each half. He's really spacing out the floor for his teammates.
Shots good by Lyles.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
Passes it to McCaw. Pachulia kicks to Young. Again, Young missing. Now Barton. Dishes to Plumlee. Kicks it to Arthur. Denver passing it around. Plumlee sets the pick for Barton. The wing jumper off target. Warriors shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Here's McCaw. The shot, no good. And it's Denver the other way. Barton outside. Now here's Moutier. Barton passes to Lyles. That one goes in.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
It's stolen by Moutier, and here we go. Moutier into the hoop. Plays it in off the breakaway.
Well, Moutier's D created the offense. He stuck his paw out, came away with the steal, and took care of the rest.
Now, here's Livingston, guarded closer. Pachulia, and it's off from three-point range. Now, here's Moutier. He's covered by Livingston. Moutier kicks to Lyles. There's the dish to Arthur. Just 5 to shoot. Barton outside. No good on the three.
That's like milk on a hot day, just a bad decision. Absolutely no reason for him to be taking those shots.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Steph Curry.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Picked by Pachulia. Livingston dishes to Pachulia. He feeds it to Kessler. They get it back. Here's Livingston. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, after nearly being out of the league, Livingston has found an incredible role, a true warrior. Love the way that Shaun Livingston goes to work when he's on the floor. He knows exactly what his strengths are and how to run an offense. He can act as a scorer at times and usually does it from that mid-range post area. As a guard, not many three-point shots, but devastating from about 8 feet out.
Moutier, no good. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
He gets it in there.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Kevin, how did you guys get this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops.
Yeah, you guys played your best ball at the end and got the win. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.